So, hi there everybody. Here is a writing for Cambridge Proficiency at level C2. This is a report. Okay, question. You belong to a committee that helps to organise a yearly carnival or festival in your hometown. This year's event has just taken place and you've been asked by the event leader to write a short report about it, highlighting the successes and making recommendations for next year. Your report may include any or all of the following topics: number of people attending, most successful acts or events, publicity, general points. So, here we go. In light of the Chinese New Year, this report has been written to evaluate and assess the China Media Group Spring Festival Gala evening, a yearly carnival which came to a successful conclusion a week ago in Beijing. So, I'm not sure I would rate this as a carnival. So, let's see. A yearly, just use event. A yearly event. Because a carnival is normally is where lots of people attend and they have different types of event and people participate. And having read the rest, I'm not so convinced, but it doesn't really matter. So notability and attendance figures. So notability. Fame, profile, so yeah, I think I'm going to put importance and attendance figures. Being held at the CCTV Studio Hall, the attention visibility of the Spring Festival Gala has been increasing on an unprecedented scale since its first conduct in 1983. Since its first conduct, I'm not sure I would use first conduct, I would say since it was first held in 1983. Okay. Through the dedication and concerted effort of the program group, the wholehearted support provided by Chinese viewers, and the vast number of international and multilingual media outlets, the popularity and the profound impact of the display have again attained a new pinnacle in its history. So, through the dedication and concerted effort of the program group, I think I'm going to say, together with the wholehearted support, instead of provided by, of Chinese viewers, and the vast numbers of vast numbers of international and multilingual media outlets. So through all of these, the popularity and profound impact, I can't use profound here, and the popularity and impact, because the impact has been profound, of the display have again attained a new pinnacle in its history, in the show's history. While the theatre could accommodate approximately 2,000 people, hundreds of millions of people across China who are unable to turn up on the spur of the moment are witnessing the live event on their televisions. So while the theatre could accommodate approximately 2,000 people, hundreds of millions of people across China who were unable to turn up on the spur of the moment witnessed the live event on their televisions. Content. Aiming at lighting the audience lives up with prosperity and pleasure. So I'm going to put this up. Aiming at lighting up the audience's lives with prosperity and pleasure. The carnival, okay, I'm going to leave carnival, has constituted an extensive variety of content, typically featuring musical performances, magic shows, aerobatics, stand-up comedies, traditional dances and songs, as well as sketch comedies that post derisive comments on social and political issues. So aiming at I would start with aimed at lighting up the audience's lives with prosperity and pleasure. The carnival has constituted, I'm not very happy with this constituted, has provided, has displayed, and rather than has, present perfect, I would want a past simple. The carnival provided an extensive variety of content typically featuring musical performances, typically featuring but you see, this is the one that took place, and maybe typically in the past, but featuring musical performances, magic shows, acrobatics, stand-up comedy, uncountable, traditional dances and songs, as well as comedy sketches, that post derisive comments on social and political issues. But they post them on internet that make derisive comments. I can't use post, that make derisive comments, because they're posting them on social media that make derisive comments on social and political issues. As to the majority of programs included in 2022, the motifs and special mentions are largely comprise romance and humour. The outstanding performance of dancers, I would say the dancers in the show, invigorated every viewer and created a festive and lively atmosphere whereby people gathered with their families, reflected on the past, looked ahead to the future, and embraced the new year with great relish, zest and enthusiasm. Moreover, the countdown is, but it's happened, so it was, undeniably the most exhilarating and heart-pumping activity of all, and the crowd was ebullient as the bell rang, infusing them with enormous enjoyment, marking the passage of time and signifying the auspicious beginning of a new chapter. Scaffolding technology. I like the use of the word scaffolding. Okay, scaffolding. Using it to make something better. Another aspect of the spectacle worth reporting is the deployment of advanced technology in the show. This year, hundreds of high-resolution radiant LED screens have been installed and fully deployed in the CCTV Studio Hall. Such crystal clear screens are ubiquitous on the stage, to such an extent that even the ground, the floor, ground is outside, floor is inside, is covered with them. When utilised, together with an XR system to collect and analyse data, to emulate virtual scenes. I prefer simulate. To stimulate virtual scenes, said LED screens can construct a three-dimensional stage effect, giving the audience a sense of immersion as they enjoy the experience. All the aforementioned technologies have enabled this year's performances to become way more realistic and eye-catching than those of previous years. Very good. Recommendation. However, to the best of my recollection, one aspect that could further be improved would be the quality of the performance artists involved in the show. To the best of my recollection, the best I can remember, I don't like it very much. However, in my humble opinion, one aspect that could be further improved would be the quality of the performance artists involved in the show. Moreover, dancing, singing and acting, despite being three contrasting systems of stage performance, are occasionally mixed up in the show. You see, I don't think moreover fits here. I think I would leave it without that moreover. It doesn't help. So, dancing, singing and acting, despite there being three contrasting stage performance arts are occasionally mixed up in the show, during the show. It is blatantly obvious that some movie and television actors whose areas of expertise are related to acting are performing in the singing and dancing program. To put it bluntly, due to the fact that they are only adept at making videos on the internet and acting to entertain others, the musical performances of said actors are inauthentic and ambiguous. Good. You've come back with it. Thus, selecting eligible musical performers, illegible, not illegible, suitable, for the event should be a serious topic worth considering for next year, as filling the event with such celebrities could spoil everyone's enjoyment, potentially contributing to a dismal failure. To sum up, this carnival is generally rated highly and deemed as a spectacular and resounding success by the majority of Chinese people. I like the semicolon. We look forward with renewed enthusiasm to an even greater show next year. Okay, this is pretty good. I think you've lost your way a little bit trying to gild the lily a bit, to overcomplicate the structures that you're using, and sometimes this has gone against you. Let's see. You've answered the question very definitely. I think I'm going to give you, you've given a full answer, 2 out of 2 for answering the question. The range of structures used and range of grammar is great. Also, so is the range of vocabulary. I think probably 1.75 on both of those. As to accuracy, there are some accuracy concerns with this, and I think I'm probably going to give it something like a 1.4 out of 2 for accuracy. Let's see, cohesion and cohesiveness. Let's see, the cohesion, the different paragraphs run together quite well, but with the cohesiveness, I think there are 1 or 2 bits where it doesn't hold together, that the text doesn't hold together very well. I think probably 1.5, something like that. Overall, though, this is a very good effort. What am I going to give it as overall? I think I'm probably going to give it an overall 7.5. No, I think I'm going to give it an 8 because it's very nicely written. There's nothing that's not understandable, and it expresses itself very well. So, good work. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.